Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it. Just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
We salsa put it down on the ground 6 feet under. Reanimate it later, making a zombie, let it plunder. Yo, village, it is a privilege, not a disgrace. We rock so hard it makes your heart beat twice the pace. Cause the flows that we bring when we play and when we sing, it's such an awesome force, it can topple any king. Our deity, our bucket, Olympic god. We put the boosters, this is caboose exposed for fraud. To me, it is an anomaly how you think your flows can follow me. I flow at such a sonic speed, the flash can barely follow me. You thought I was a hollow me, now you know I'm solid G. If my flows were a ticket, girl would want to swallow me.
Weak sauce will put it on you with jam so hot, sweat dripping from your face like you're sitting in a sauna. Don't fuck with us or you're a goner. We'll roll you up and smoke it like we're smoking marijuana. I like the way you work it. Well, let me see you feel me. I like the way you work it. Tell me, can you feel me? Yeah. Well, let me see you raise fists and bounce your head like this. And rock your face like what? And melt your face like what? Well, let me see you raise fists and bounce your head like this. And rock your face like what? And melt your face like what?
Break down walls and barriers, weak sauce will make it scarier for you. Transmitting through your TV like Poltergeist 2. Yo, Karen Land, are you home? Leave a message. Bitch, don't even try, we supernatural, we sense your presence. Well, what you wanna do?
Bitch, we wanna party.
Well, you can't party, cause he rollin' with Velati. And he don't party, he screams daddy-daddy. Drinks a whole keg and he starts acting naughty. And Eric Alford, he's thinking himself. His dick is too big, it will fit in the house. And with Paul on the drums and me on the mic, you know the fucking party's gonna last all night.
How do you do the things you do so well? Can you tell me? Can you help me? I need to let loose this refuse that's weight upon my shoulders. Stress is gonna kill me, not now, but when I'm older. I like the way you work it. Let me see you feel me. I like the way you work it. Tell me, can you feel me? Yeah. Well, let me see you raise fists and bounce your head like this. And rock your face like what? And melt your face like what? Well, let me see you raise fists and bounce your head like this. And rock your face like what? And melt your face like what?
My Beaver Loves Wood. My Beaver Loves Wood by Jen Genevieve. Look at my beaver, isn't she pretty? When she sees wood, it makes her feel giddy. She's drooling. My beaver can be lazy. She loves to take a break. As soon as she smells wood, ping, she's awake. Cedar, oak, maple, or even pine. Hardwood is preferred, but softwood is fine. I love hardwood. I love her. She's so cute. Don't try to trick her. She can tell when it's fake. What the fuck is that? From a twig to a whole trunk, there's no size she can't take. Get it, girl. My Bieber is fluffy and very wet. My beaver will chomp your wood with no regrets. Seeing a beaver like mine is special and very rare. Limited edition. It's not every day you see a beaver with so much hair. Don't judge me. My beaver will gobble any wood, small or wide with girth. Size isn't everything, for what it's worth. Big or small, I'll take it all. My beaver doesn't know when to stop. She's very greedy. Wood! Chomp chomp, your wood is gone. She's super speedy. I'm so full. My beaver loves wood, that much is clear. Put your wood near her mouth and it will disappear. That wood was so good. Being surrounded by wood is kind of surreal. So much wood, so little time. But my beaver will always have a good meal. My beaver loves wood. My Beaver Loves Wood by Jen Genevieve. Look at my beaver, isn't she pretty? When she sees wood, it makes her feel giddy. She's drooling. My beaver can be lazy. She loves to take a break. As soon as she smells wood, ping, she's awake. Cedar, oak, maple, or even pine. Hardwood is preferred, but softwood is fine. I love hardwood.
Yeah. I told you I was going to take tonight off. You know, I said, why would I do that when I have all my lovelies here? It's, you know, JJ's sick. He's going through whatever it is. I don't know. So thoughts and prayers for JJ. Hopefully he feels better. He got a new sundress for tomorrow's all-female takeover, so I don't. I'm kidding. He couldn't afford one. No, I'm just kidding. He got some new pumps. Let's see what else is going on in the land of Kane. I'm in the middle of making some dinner, and I got a quarter of the way there, and I got that Carrabba's again as it's on. I had a good night driving. It was good. Everything was cool. I did get one. Let me tell you, if you take the DoorDash, if you take the Uber Eats, be as clear as, you know, like, help out as much as possible if you live in apartments, but keep it limited to or you'll look like a douchebag. And so there was this guy tonight, he got McDonald's, and he goes, make sure that the order's right. I've gotten wrong orders from, well, they hand me a closed bag, dude. I don't know what in the fuck. That's your order. It's got your name on it. I can't. That's between you and McDonald's. I can't go digging your bag. Secondly, he's like, I tip based on speed of delivery. So I'm driving up and I'm like, I cannot wait to meet this douchebag. And so I could see on the app that he's waiting outside. It shows you a little blue dot if they're waiting, which is usually normal if they're going to give you a pin because they've cheated Uber before in the past. See, and so, yeah, and so I'm like, this is gonna be really something. And yeah, I get there and he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, good. How are you? Oh, I just got off work again. Everybody's 90 years old now because nobody has any friends to talk to anymore. And he wanted to sit there and shoot the shit like I was Wilson on Tool Time. And I'm just like, you know, that's great. Hope you have a great night. You too. God bless. And I'm like, you too, man. You too. Is there anything else eventful with me? Probably not. I got my second thumbs down, I guess. I live in the top percentile of Uber drivers, they tell me. I had a 98%. I had one thumbs down from whatever. You never know what it's from. And I finally got my second one. I don't know when, why, where, or how. I think some people think they're going to get a discount if they, or an offer or something if they bad mark you. Anyway, I was perusing these today, and I watch this guy once in a while. He's pretty good, but I was sad. It was with a heavy heart that I watched this. Now, at the same time, there's no hiding the fact that I love instant karma and seeing people go with it. This is disgusting. There's no way to celebrate such a horrible, horrible thing, and such a giving, caring person. And if you couldn't now debate that, we used to have classes for debate and speech, and we would learn the different structures of presenting an argument, and then you would flip it over and try, no matter what your argument was, to what would the opposing side say, so you can strengthen your argument. Now, I was thinking about it, and you remember after that email I got from YouTube support, 15, now 19 emails deep, and they still have no idea what I'm talking about. And they've referred me to another person finally. And I'm like, man, it's two simple questions, bro. And then I was like, I had a girlfriend and she had a kid. And it was about 20 years ago. And her kid was a little bit. And I'm like, now those kids, I could never get a job at Google, but somehow these kids got a job. It's Hayden, it's Elle, that was ironically my girlfriend's name. So I'm like, whatever the names are, Brittany, that Brittany's phase is past now. And I'm like, yeah, they've grown up pretty much. Let me tell you, a lot of people out there, not my viewers, but a lot of people with these millennial kids, your kids are stupid. There ain't no two ways about it, bro. I'm not saying, I think I have an 80 IQ. I really do. Because I'm not good at tests. I never was. Average is 100. A lot of people like to say I'm mental. I'm 149, 60. You're like, okay, good for you. I think the measurable intelligence now is beyond just a puzzle test, IQ test. It's common sense. It's attachment to reality. It's, and excuses for everything. Oh, and it's just like, it's finally starting to affect everything, because the few workers that we have in place for service jobs, repair, support, they can't handle it. They're absolutely frustrated that they weren't able to answer my questions at the Tubes of You by copying and pasting something and telling me to kick rocks. And they still are just like, oh, the engineers are working on it. I'm like, just send me somebody that'll read the fucking... Anyway, I'm not going to sit here. You may have been watching that stuff all day, and I'm not going to sit here and browbeat you with it, but it is a turning point, and if we don't change, those time aliens are coming. Time tours.
10-year-old killer smiled in court.
I just want to say I love my family, and I'll be home soon.
But the judge's ruling quickly wiped the grin off his face. 66-year-old retired police chief Andreas Probst was riding his bike home, ready to celebrate his granddaughter's birthday, when suddenly a car slammed into him from behind. Behind the wheel were two teens, 19-year-old Jesus Ayala and 17-year-old Jesimir Keys. They had stolen the car and deliberately sped up to hit Probst, because the retired chief had arrested them in the past. After knocking Probst to the ground, they got out and beat him until he died, all while laughing and recording the brutal scene on video. In court, both teens kept smiling, showing no remorse.
Don't worry, you're still young. I'll make sure you're found not guilty.
Their attorneys
just-
claimed that
wow,
since they
was
were
that
still
an identical laugh
minors,
to
they would
mine?
walk
Was that-
out of court and go home easily. But when
And
they
the
heard the judge's
chat
ruling,
closed.
the smiles vanished instantly.
You laugh in this courtroom and show no remorse. I am overturning the previous.
They're not going to be in charge of shit. They can't be in charge of their own shit. They can't take a shit without making an excuse. Kids go to bed. Nice to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. This one, I'm going to go make my quesadilla. I have a chicken.
For water, or is that good?
And I'll be right
All
back.
right, let me grab something. I'll be
This
right
is...
back, okay?
I don't know if you guys have seen this or not.
You got a jacket or anything? Let me see if we got a blanket.
Okay.
But it's very compelling. Very, very compelling.
16, Alexandra was brought in for questioning regarding the shooting death of 18-year-old Colton Shearer. Police believe that Alexandra lured Colton to her home so Jordan Coleman, Torian Johnson, and Ozell McNabb could rob and kill him. Alexandra believes that she is only being interviewed as a witness, and the detectives want to keep it that way.
I know you're witnessing this whole thing, but because we're talking to you in here, I'm just going to read you your rights, okay? And
I'm trying to help them as much as I can, but I don't really know much.
so y'all are over there, you're babysitting this 5-year-old. At 3 o'clock, you said, the mom comes home?
No, she got off work at 3, and she
Okay.
got there a little after 5.
A little after 5.
And then we went walking around, like, it was definitely before 6, but we didn't make it very far, and the mom ended up giving us a ride back to my house, which is where all that happened. When I don't remember what time I hit Colton up, but I messaged Colton and I was like, hey, what's your number? And he sent me his number, and then I texted him and he was like, who is this? And I was like, LOL, do you send everybody your number? Like at this time of night? Like, you just send it to me. And he was like, just kidding, just making sure it's you. What are you doing? Where are you at? What do you want to do? I was like, I'm trying to hang out. What are you trying to do? He's like, are you home? I was like, yeah. He's like, is it your house? I was like, yeah, I have a roommate, but he's not here. Like, y'all are more than welcome to come. Who are you with? He never told me who he was with. He asked who I was with multiple times, and I told him. And then never put the address in his GPS. I guess he drove by my house. I was like standing out on the side of the porch. He drove by my house like a few times, like stopped, backed up, like did some weird stuff. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm outside. I waited for like 10-15 minutes and I called him back. And then I was like, where are you at? He's like, on your road. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go change. And he's like, okay. And then he pulled up into my driveway. I walked out and I was on the phone with him. I walked out the door. I kicked the door open because you have to kick it to open it. I was on the phone with him and he's like, I'm here. I was like, I know, I see you. And then he got out of his truck. He walked around the back. He like started walking up to the porch. And only one person came from this way. And it looked like they started rumbling and fighting. No guns, no nothing. But I freaked out. I ran inside. I did not shut the door. I told Celeste to go back to the back bedroom. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. She started screaming and crying and she was scared because as soon as I said that, boom, a bullet went. And I was like, I dropped to the floor and I like slid across, and I don't know if it came out of the kitchen or if it came out of the living room, but apparently there was a bullet that came through the mirror. So if there was...
At your house?
Yeah, I don't know if there was... I don't know how many gunshots there were because it happened so fast. Celeste said she heard 2 or 3, but I don't know how many I heard.
Okay.
Alexandra claims that she asked Colton to come over so they could hang out. As Colton was walking up to her home, she claimed she saw one figure attack Colton, and then she heard gunshots.
Got out of his truck, he walked around the back part of the truck, and like as soon as he like went to walk up on the stairs, someone came from this way. And then I know that I saw more than 6 people in my yard. I know for a fact. Maybe I was just freaking out and seeing shit.
Okay. So he's just walking up. He gets to that bottom step, and when you mean somebody attacks him, help me understand. Are they tackling him? Are they? I mean, what?
So I'm confused, right? I'm not 100%. I need to watch this whole thing with you guys here. What the fuck happened to my camera? Yeah, I really do hope JJ feels better. I warned him to stop eating all those sidebars. I'm like, dude, you're not even in court. Come on, man. Snap into a sidebar. Suzanne, so yeah, do better. That's a lot of work after you already raised your kids and to raise your kids. That's a noble thing you're doing, though. And what I kind of came to the conclusion, I was at the Family Dollar over there, the one, remember the one that when I was out of work, they told me I had a job, and then I went there 2 weeks later, and the day they said to show up, and they said there was no job. You remember that place? Well, anyway, that's them. And so I was there, and the young lady, she has her baby in a stroller at the other end of the counter. Now, this is just a toddler, barely a toddler. And she's sitting in the stroller, and I hear a scream, and it's a screamy kid, and I look, and it's the kid in the top. And she's watching a little Disney movie on her tablet, and I'm like, I mean, this is, it literally went from 0 to 1 million with the release of Idiocracy. I swear, it's like all guys were either Beef Supreme or President Camacho, and then all chicks were either stupid whores, feminists, or really brilliant. And it's like, and then those are the ones that weren't breeding. Anyway, so this girl is a fine example. And it says on the top, says, she thought she could play the police like puppets. Big mistake. Now, this officer, this detective, I guess, plays it very well. Like they do. They always want to make friends with you, make you feel comfortable. And then he had a couple of things up his sleeve. And I think they already knew the truth. It was about getting her to admit it.
It wasn't like somebody was robbing somebody. Like nobody went up with no guns. I never saw a gun, not one gun. I only heard gunshots. It looked like somebody was mad at him, like they knew him. I couldn't see Colton's face or that person's face, but I mean the way it happened, it looked like that was somebody meant to do that.
Most likely, when people take a chance of robbing.
I was thinking about that, Lucy. Good point. I wasn't saying do better than you're doing now. I'm saying do better than the rest of society is doing. I just wanted to make that clear, Suzanne. Like I said, very noble. That's not easy. And here's the double up. Here's the dumb thing. Here's why we went light speed into Idiocracy is because you had my generation, Generation X, which there was a lot of gorgeous girls in our age group, and these guys got obsessed, and they were literally determined to get this gorgeous girl pregnant. I swear it's true, so that they would be theirs forever. And then there was all these kids just raised by single moms, and whatever. And then, so they all got young. They got pregnant young. The guys had the kids young. Now you have flipped the script to 2015 plus. You have daddy issue babies, just like the floodgates open, and believe me, it's ridiculous. If you can support as many girls as you could support, you can have living with you in your house doing whatever you want, at least in Tampa Bay. And I've seen it, and the girls are angry. They hate the guy. He's an old guy. They're 18. There was a lawyer in Tampa, had 16, 15-year-old, 18-year-olds living 5, 10 at a time. Beautiful girls. And, it was be with him or be on the street, I guess. And so, he was finally taken to court. I don't know that they ever convicted him. I didn't follow the case too much. So what you have there is now this generation of men that had kids young, raised up the kids to 18, 20, whatever. Now they're having another crop. So you still have the young guys like getting girls pregnant, and I don't know what they're doing online, whatever. And then you have the older guys getting girls knocked up again. So it's like a double up of dumb. And there's nobody to raise them to begin with, and nobody raised them. Did I go too far? Anyway, she is just such a primordial example of what is wrong with the world right now. Let me just leave it at that.
On somebody, especially.
But why my house? I don't
know that. We'll get to the bottom of it. We're gonna find out. But someone decided to specifically rob them at that point for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
And that would lead me to believe maybe he was bringing over some marijuana or something. And some idiots were like, you know what? Let's get this.
I've seen this part.
I don't know. I don't think it was robbing. Like Colton didn't even say, "Hey, I have a gun in the truck." Like nothing. Like he didn't.
Okay. Is there anybody that you live around that might do something like this? Somebody on your road?
I don't really talk to my neighbors.
I'm just saying anybody you can think of, because this stuff doesn't happen in Clay. You know what I'm saying? This is like some Jacksonville crap, where people get shot up. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen every night out here. This is definitely different.
The neighbors across the street are church-going people. The ones to the right of us are like goody two-shoe. His Nana's a crazy bitch.
What have you been told by police? Because you keep saying robbing and all that. Were they robbed?
He said somebody was robbed and killed.
Who did?
That person or whatever. That guy. When Celeste got back in the car, she said that the officer said that somebody had been killed. And the whole way here, we were trying to ask that officer, was it a robbery? Did somebody die? Like, why were they there? And he was just nonchalantly, like, answering half of the questions like he wasn't giving us anything. Okay. So I'm kind of just, like, trying to put it together.
Now, he may not know, to be honest with you.
Well, I understand that he may not know, and I was trying to push questions out of him that he may not have known because I'm trying to make sense of it in my head. Mm-hmm. But why else would somebody come to my house and do this? Why else? Like, why the would somebody come with a gun to my house? Like, I don't even...
The detective leaves the room and comes back with a laptop. His goal is to get Alexandra to log into her Facebook profile so he can see the messages between her and Colton. As she uses the laptop, Alexandra starts to let her guilt show.
It's cold. I'm gonna go home.
Listen to me. I was just talking to one of my supervisors over there trying to get some answers, okay? This is now a homicide investigation.
Who's that?
I don't know yet.
You know, please
no, I really
me.
don't. I don't. I really don't. I don't know the name of who's dead yet. But look at me, Alexandra. Look, do you go by Allie?
Yes.
Allie, I need you to take. You need to take this very seriously. I'm not saying anything, but someone was murdered in your front yard.
Don't say that. I just don't want this to come back on me because he's my friend and this is my house.
Well,
what if y'all don't catch these guys? Then what?
Well, I don't even want to think about that.
But then what? This falls back on me. He came to my house. What if he's not alive?
I mean, it's a very serious situation. You're right. It is your house.
This isn't like stealing pizzas from a dollar store. This is somebody's life. That's not cool.
The detective notices that Alexandra is becoming very nervous as she shows him the messages between her and Colton. Not wanting to risk her deleting the messages, he shuts the laptop while she is still logged in, so his partner can read the messages later.
Those people were not randomly there.
What do you mean?
The people situation? This situation, the whole situation. All we're trying to find out is why those people are there and who they are. Okay? And our best shot is for you to tell us. Because they did not pick that address randomly and happen to be there.
I understand that.
So either you facilitated something or your friend did, but the bottom line is it didn't happen without your knowledge. So this is
That would just happen in my yard with those people?
I don't think that you intended for what happened to happen. I'm saying those people that came there, you have some knowledge about who they are.
I don't. I swear to God, I don't. I would tell you if I don't. Or if I did.
Well, I mean, I think you'd be afraid at first because everybody would be. And nobody sits down and immediately tells us.
No, afraid was hearing gunshots go through my doors and my windows. That was afraid.
Okay. But now we're at this situation where we need to find out who they were. And the only people that's going to be able to tell us is probably going to be you.
Me?
Or your friend. I don't know the girl's name yet. Celeste.
This is what I didn't want to happen. I'm being completely honest, and I
love
told you
this
this
part.
shit was gonna happen.
We're trying to figure it out, though, and think about it logically.
It could be anybody. You know how people are like the shit that goes on at that house?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm going to let him talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're just trying to figure out who the people are.
What are the chances that just people you have no idea who they are decided to sit on your house and by chance wait for this truck to pull up to rob them? That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, and you know it. You've already said that. So here's what you got to decide.
I'm aware that the house was a dangerous place to be. I'm aware that there were people threatening, but did I think anybody was gonna do anything? No.
Okay. Well, who was threatening then?
So, some of these kids, what's going on about this? They can't cook for themselves. Everything's been prepared for them. They've had every excuse made for them. If you teach your kids one thing, if they're ever in this situation right here, I need a lawyer now. See, the logic that he presents is that, it's impossible that these guys were here waiting and that truck pulled up. Well, how is that impossible? They were going to rob somebody, a truck pulled up, they robbed them. And instead, she goes, I know, it's a dangerous house. And she thinks she's going to cry her way out of it.
Nobody does.
Allie, look at me. Allie, here's the deal. We're at a point now where you're protecting somebody who killed someone.
No, I'm not. I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know those people.
You just held back on me.
No.
You just held back on me. I don't know why you're protecting a murderer.
I'm not. Now I'm being defensive because I feel like now everybody's blaming this on me. And I literally was just trying to hang out with the...
Okay, but hear me out. Regardless of what your intentions were, a bad thing happened. That you set up, hey, come over here. This is my address. Come hang out or we'll leave from here.
If that was going to happen, why the hell would I give them my direct address? Why? Why wouldn't I give them the address next door? I'm smarter than that. If I was going to set that up, it wouldn't have happened like that. Mm-hmm. Dead or not dead, it wouldn't have happened like that. And I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have let anybody do anything in my yard like that ever. Why would I do that? I would be sitting right here. Mm-hmm. Why would I tell you?
I agree with you. The problem is something you just told me. That you knew it was a dangerous place. There were threats made, but you didn't think anything would happen like that.
No, I didn't.
You just told me
But
that.
I don't think that this has anything to do with that. I don't know what this has to do with. I don't know anything anymore.
All right, Savannah, she's a white
female. Am I
female.
going to be arrested for this?
I don't see any reason. Have you done anything wrong?
No, but I feel like everybody's making me feel like I have because he's dead.
You know what that is, though? That's guilt. That's nothing we're doing. That's nothing we're doing. Understand we're frustrated because people aren't telling us the truth.
I know that this is serious. I'm aware that this is serious. I run in with you guys all the time over petty stuff. Over petty stuff, this is not petty. And do I freak out? Yes, I freak out all the time because I panic. But it does not mean I'm lying. At all, whatsoever. There may be parts and things that are mixed up in my head that I can't put the whole truth to, but I'm not lying.
Alexandra changes her story and says she knows Colton was a drug dealer, and her plan was to get together with him and go purchase some drugs.
You know what almost makes more sense to me in this whole thing? Is if he was coming over to give y'all pot or whatever, or to sell y'all pot. I'm not saying, just hear me out. I promise I'm going to let you talk. It just would make more sense to me that he came over with drugs, either to smoke out, hang out, or whatever, but he came over with drugs. Someone knew about it. Someone had to have known about it. There's more.
No,
there's way more to this.
There was plans to go get drugs, not not have drugs. He didn't have drugs when he got there.
Oh, yes, he did. I can tell you 100% he did.
Okay, well,
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't know that he had drugs when he got there. There was plans to go get drugs.
But I'm just saying, when he comes over, what's in y'all's mind? What's y'all's plan? Go get weed, smoke out?
Probably.
Go get coke? What?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, depends on how the night goes. I mean, it doesn't... I don't know.
If there's anything else, if someone was hanging out with you earlier, or if you invited somebody else over and you are not telling me that.
I'm trying to think before you ask that question again. What
But if you, I'm just warning, I'm giving you a fair warning. If you are not telling me that and it comes out later, understand you definitely could be charged with accessory to murder. So that's why I say think very, very carefully.
My stomach drops when you say that.
It should.
I don't even feel safe in my own home now. And if I personally set up a robbery and was like, look, this kid's coming, blah, 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 come rob the out of him and kill him, or don't kill him, or hurt him, or whatever you want to do it. Why would I bring them to my house?
Because a robbery is no...
Even if they're robbed, and the way you're making it seem, like, or the way that it's being, like, the way it looks or seems or anything, why would I send somebody I know, somebody that's my friend, or not even like my friend, but associates like with me, like we talk on Facebook, like somebody that knows me as a person. Why would I bring him to my house to be robbed? If it was a complete stranger, okay, hell yeah, I'll put the handcuffs on me, maybe. But why would I do that to him?
The detective is about to bluff Alexandra by telling her that the friend she was with has already spoken with another officer and told him that Alexandra and her boyfriend Jordan set up Colton to be robbed.
Then why would Celeste say that you and Jordan set this up?
She didn't say that.
She didn't.
Because I don't know where Jordan is.
Well, I mean, but why would I lie?
Oldest trick in the book.
I don't know, to get answers to see if I'm lying.
I couldn't even remember the kid's name. That's why I just had to look at the text message.
She said that me and Jordan set this up?
Yeah.
That's really what she said?
Yes, no games. No games, no tricks. And that's what I'm standing here telling you. Allie, you didn't set up a murder, okay? You set up a stupid ass drug rip that went bad. That part that went bad is not on you. If you continue to lie, there's a good chance it's gonna stick to you.
Okay, so say that you're not just pulling my freaking
this is no.
Did they call it a drug rip? Is that a thing? And now she's ready to bargain.
Games, Allie. This is no games. I'm not lying to you. This is serious.
Okay, so...
And you're a good person, and I don't want to see you go down for something stupid.
Okay,
so just tell me the truth.
But either way, even if she said that and it's true, I go to jail. Right?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Did you pull a trigger, Allie?
No! No, why would I kill somebody?
Exactly. So let's cut this out. You didn't pull a trigger. Okay, you made some mistakes, but let's own up to them. Someone died. This is bigger than just some... You're worried about little petty shit.
I want to go home. I don't want to go to jail.
What do you think your best options are to go home? You think it's to continue to sit here and feed me a bunch of BS, or do you think it's to be like, hey, listen, I'll own up to this little stupid ass thing I set up, but there was no intention for any of this to happen. That's on someone else. You see what I'm saying? It's completely different. Completely different. This is no games. I'm not trying to trick you at all, because what she's saying is sure as hell enough to put you in jail.
But...
If you are involved in setting up a robbery, enough people are going to tell us
that that's illegal.
Yes, it's a conspiracy to commit robbery. It is illegal. However, you know who killed him.
I don't know who killed him. I don't.
Okay, but you know who is involved in the robbery, Allie, and you can give me information that will help me lead to someone who has murdered your friend. But right now you are holding back because you're afraid of some stupid charge.
It's not stupid.
I know it's not stupid to you. I know.
To jail.
I understand that. But let me tell you something, Allie. The way this is panning out with everybody else talking, if you do not tell me the truth, you're going to go to jail for a long time.
Please don't say that.
Tell me the truth about your
You promise if I tell
small
you the
part.
truth, you're not going to put me in jail? You promise?
I am personally, I can tell you right now, from talking with you, I don't think you've murdered anybody. I don't think you set up a murder or anything like that. I will not drop a booking sheet on you for murder or anything like that. But I cannot listen to me. You put yourself in a bad situation. I'm not going to make you any promises. It's everything that's going on around us with everybody talking, Celeste talking, and then we're going to start piecing this all together. It sounds like everybody's starting to give it up. Those are the ones who aren't going to go to jail for a long time. The people who don't tell us the truth and lie and all that, when it comes out, they're going to be the ones that get examples made out of them because they were not cooperative. They show no remorse for human life, and they will not even just talk.
I do care.
But everyone's got a side to a story. If you don't tell your side of the story, then, I mean, that's on you. That's on you, and you're going to get charged. 100%. So maybe
I would say, I'm sorry to interrupt it, but I would say around, I would say easily around 2006 to 2008, that shit started getting really weird, where people were just turning on each other. And at that point, it started to feel once and for all that a man's word was no longer any good. It was just, the whole as solid as oak thing went out the window. Whatever hopes you had, nobody, and you had friendship didn't mean anything. You could be Netflix chilling, best buddies for 30 years in 1 second, and then the next second they're stabbing you in the back, literally. And that perpetuated with COVID. Then now you can't shake hands. Even before that, though, I would shake hands with people, and because when you work in sales and stuff, you shake. Motherfuckers would do that thing where they squeeze your hand, and they get the trick where they got your hand, and they squeeze it super hard. And there's nothing you can do about it except for hit him with your left hand. And just like weaselly shit like that, where just people all thought they were badass and clever. And so here you have a generation devoid of any even thought of that, of a what's a friend? Oh, a play date, you mean?
So make your decision
All
right
I did
now
was
on
ask
what your
Colton
life's
to
going
come
to be.
over. That's all I did, to come over and hang out.
Right, that's your
And they went
involvement.
over there and they robbed him.
Exactly. Your only involvement is you asked your friend to come over. You didn't tell anybody to go do anything.
No.
You just asked your friend to come over, right? But who went over and robbed him?
I don't know all their names.
Give me something so I can go back and I can tell them that you're being honest with me.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think these are actual tears. I think she is finally realizing the tears didn't come until she was on the stake. And once she knew her goose was cooked, she broke down. She's going to be really pretty in prison. She's going to prison. This guy hasn't made her any promises, but he wants the truth. What you say can and will be.
3 black guys.
Okay.
And I don't know any other names. And then 1 white guy.
Tell me how all this came out to be then.
Everybody's just dumb. They're all dumb, and they don't think. Even when I say no, they don't listen. Whether it's robbing somebody or whether it's anything, they don't listen.
Okay.
And because I'm friends with them, I have to go down with them. And because
that's not necessarily true. You could be a witness.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. Now they live actually where she did start in the beginning with the alligator tears, and now it's just that fake cry perpetuating through the interview.
This whole
right?
thing.
I'm not a witness when I invited Colton over. If I never invited Colton over, they would have never done any of that.
I mean, there is some truth to that, absolutely.
They would have never done any of it.
I'm proud of you for
They
acknowledging
think
that.
it is though.
Who told you to invite
Yeah, they
him
can't
out?
fight either. They can't do anything. But they act like they're John Wayne. You know, you have these kids in $300 Jordans acting like they come from the street, you know. And I had a dream last night, and it was so weird. I don't know if I watched this and saw it as a trend before I fell asleep or what happened. There must be some weird trend. And it's along the lines of the, what do they call it, the Gen Z eyes or Gen Z stare, where they just stare at you when they think you're wrong and they don't even say anything because their brains are blank. If you don't have maybe we should start putting tablets with a TV show or something on our faces, like Vampire Diaries on this side, and then they could have their Facebook scroll over here or Instagram. You know.
Jordan, and he wouldn't leave it alone.
Okay. What do you mean he wouldn't leave it alone? He just wouldn't. He just kept on.
Yes,
When was Jordan over at your house?
he lives there. That's
Oh, he
his
lives
house.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
he lives there. What was Jordan's plan?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. I swear to God, they didn't. The only thing that they said was to bring them over, and I was like, I am, but I think I'm leaving. And Jordan didn't even ask me. He was like, "Are you leaving with them?" I said, "Yeah, I think I am. I don't think you should do this. He doesn't deserve it." And then I walked outside on the phone with Colin, and Celeste was getting ready.
She came clean,
And
all right.
did it, and I said, no, please stop. And they didn't stop.
Allie, what did you see when you walked outside?
They just attacked him.
Who? I mean, I know Jordan, but who? I mean, who
I
attacked?
don't know. I swear, I don't know the other people.
Okay. What did Jordan do when they pulled up?
I didn't see him. I didn't see where he came from. I didn't see where any of them came from. They were on the front porch. They didn't even know that Colton went to the gas station. They didn't know nothing. I didn't give Colton the right address on purpose. I gave Colton the wrong address multiple times, and he still kept coming, and they still wouldn't leave it alone.
So you gave him the wrong address,
Multiple times.
hoping that he wouldn't make it out there because you knew they were going to rob him. And you've got a conscience.
They didn't have anything to rob. I didn't think he had anything on him, and that is the truth. I didn't think they had anything
Why
on him.
did they think he did? Because he's a drug dealer? I mean, why?
No, Jordan was just...
When you're talking them out of
Jordan
it, what are they saying they're going to do? I mean, just rob him at gunpoint, or are they...
No, I didn't think they had a gun. Jordan doesn't own a gun.
But
They never said anything about a gun, never.
Okay, but Allie, there's a reason why you were giving him the wrong address and why you're trying to prevent this from happening. What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't want them to fail at robbing somebody and then my name look bad. And two, I didn't want them to rob him anyways.
But they told
Why
you
would
they were
I-
going to rob him, right? Now, I guess they weren't very specific.
No, they said if he has anything, we're taking it. They didn't say...
You could not. You couldn't do it today. This shows you what a different world we live in without the cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. This might be made up. I don't remember this.
I want to bite your finger. It's a Dracula game.
Set the clock. Just try your luck.
If Dracula's cape opens, you have to put your finger in his mouth and press the lever. If he leaves a mark on your finger, you have to start over again.
He didn't bite me!
If you can sneak all the way around Dracula's house, you'll win the game.
You're not supposed to bite people.
It's a Dracula game.
I bought to bite your finger from Hasbro.
That's right along the lines of jarts. You know, the lawn darts. Why weren't they called larts? Anyway, you're dependent when you put your finger in that guy's mouth on the kid just going, lightly tapping you, not going, bam, on your finger. Now, of course, it's probably ink in there at some point. It stops biting everyone. I won! Because the ink ran out. And I had more with that one.
Machine at the show is the Epson. By far the most compact machine at the show is the Epson Wrist Computer, a watch-sized computer on a chip with a communications port, 2K of RAM, and 4 built-in programs. It also tells time, by the way. By far the most
pretty advanced for 85. So I guess they've been right along this watch thing since the beginning. This is no audio. Let's get a Cabello background going or something. So with this helicopter up here, he's been flying over back. I guess on Sundays they practice takeoffs and landing, you know, because I'm right next to the main HQ for Pinellas County Sheriff's. Over there. I think I've discovered something I'll show you in a minute.
Ran a promotion cutting the price of Mint Unlimited in
it's a Pinellas County podcast, and Rockford had come across it, and he mentioned it to me because we discussed doing just that basically, and because there's enough news and crime in this county alone to probably do a show every day, if not every week. Wait, who's Camila Cabello? How did that name? I was thinking today, I was like, man, you know, okay, a lot of people, I see the Halloween decorations. I don't know what you guys have going on as far as that goes. As far, you know, but I was like, people are really putting them up early this year, getting them out there. And a lot of good ones. A lot of the LED stuff is cool, and the blow-up dolls. I don't know what kind of blow-up dolls they got in their basement. But, you know, you have to ask JLR about that. But, yeah. And so I'm thinking, yeah, they're putting them up early. It's September. But, you know, before you know it, Halloween 2025 will come and gone. It's going to just snap of a finger. I don't know. And then we'll be like, oh, you gotta take that shit down. It's like people that decorate for every holiday. Good for you. Good for you. I got enough shit. I'm not that, but, you know, for the kids, I guess. For the kids. I think a lot of people do it for the kid inside. It's not. Is that porn? Cop porn? Cop porn? What is this? How is this playing? There's one in particular I wanted to hear. Let's just do something weird. You know what I'd like to hear is Somewhere in Time. I heard I popped in on the Willie and Dinky show today, and actually Dinky has a pretty cool video where he's walking around in some castle, but Willie is sitting there ripping on Scott Metalhead, and God bless, he's like, I can't understand a damn word he says. And Scott's like, I'm right here, I'm right here. Oh, this was a good one. Let's put this one in.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Just arrived. How are you feeling?
Well, I just want to find the guy that's been bonking me on the forehead for the last 9 months. It took my mom 40 weeks to get me here.
And this is a time. Mysterious time capsules and Mattel's strange change machine. You are the creator of a lost world.
Taken photos of the buffets being served daily to asylum seekers. What they reveal has left the public furious. According to these images, trays are filled with hot meals, fresh fruit and desserts delivered every day under government contract. Taken photos of the buffets being served daily to asylum seekers. What they reveal has left the public furious. According to these images, trays are filled with hot meals, fresh fruit and desserts delivered every day under government contract. Taken photos of the buffets being served daily to asylum seekers. What they reveal has left the public furious. According to these images, trays are filled with hot meals, fresh fruit and desserts delivered every day under government contract. Taken photos of the buffets being served daily to asylum seekers. What they reveal has left the public furious. According to these images, trays are filled with hot meals, fresh fruit and desserts delivered every...
Woo! Welcome to the Purge.
Brooklyn, NY, on August 12, 2025, at about 7:30 p.m., a heated dispute erupted in front of 533 Ocean Avenue. During the confrontation, 22-year-old Eddie Nesson Badoui and another man drew firearms and began exchanging gunfire. NYPD officers, Lopez and Ortiz Bonilla, who were patrolling nearby in a marked vehicle, quickly responded. As they approached, Badoui continued firing at his rival before attempting to flee on foot.
Wow.
In response, Officer Lopez discharged 16 rounds while Officer Ortiz Bonilla fired 3 rounds, striking Badoui. He was immediately taken into custody.
Get down! Shots fired. 533 Ocean. Shots fired.
And transported to NYC Health Plus Hospitals / Kings County for treatment. The second gunman fled, but was later caught. Badoui now faces federal charges for possession of a firearm by a prohibited person.
A prohibited person. They started all these labels for us around COVID, right? I guess felons have always been prohibited. I've just never heard it termed like that. So they have the ability to classify us now and instantly put us into a category and a file and a track. Pretty scary.
Hey! Whoa! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Don't focus, you mad at me! Put your hands up! I will shoot you. 10-1, shoot you. Officers need help. No.
Chicago, Illinois.
It's like you read Playboy for the articles.
On August 11th, 2023, at approximately 5:30 p.m., 2 on-duty Chicago police officers in a marked patrol vehicle observed a confrontation between 2 individuals near 1,000.
Hey, listen, I have no problem with it, but at least you come forward and chat with everyone. And some people just enjoy it just in the background. I'll spend an hour looking for a show that I can run, turn the volume up while I'm at the plop machine and taking a shower and whatever doing in there. And so I appreciate that. But then, there's just some people that they don't want to admit that they like the show. And you remember I was saying, what? I know that I'm going to earn my subscribers one at a time. And that's how it is with me. It is my life. That's the way it's always been. But I've always had loyal friends and people that I know, no matter what, I could count on in my life. And ironically enough, now it's not family anymore. Even there's such a wedge. but I'm not going to. But it's a little different now. But it's just the way the C parts. You know what I'm saying? It's people that want nothing to do with me. Fine, do whatever. I'm gonna bring stuff that you want to hear that you didn't think about at some point. In all of the what am I talking about? All the mucky muck.
100 West 111th Street. Officers noticed 36-year-old Louis C. Gordon Hay with a firearm tucked in his back pocket.
This is true.
When approached,
You also love me as much as you love me.
Gordon Hay fled, prompting a pursuit into a nearby residence.
Polarized in one
Inside,
person.
officers issued repeated verbal commands for him to drop the weapon.
2213 emergency, shots fired by police squad. Send EMS. You okay?
Realistic looking stuff.
Are your finances living in the past? Enter the future with eToro.
They got the
with over
Richard
100
Simmons
options.
video. That is where my finances are stuck. In the Richard Simmons video tucked into his sweatband or wristband.
Not shot squad. Partners not shot. Offender stop.
Sweating to the oldies, baby.
Physical struggle ensued over Gordon Hay's firearm, during which both he and one of the officers discharged their weapons. Gordon Hay was struck and transported to the hospital, where he was later pronounced deceased. A firearm was recovered at the scene. Following the shooting, the officer's partner quickly retrieved what appeared to be a first aid kit from their squad car and returned to the residence to provide assistance.
I need to watch that one again. I think I was yapping.
Two individuals near 1100 West 111th Street. Officers noticed 36-year-old Louis C. Gordon Hay with a firearm tucked in his back pocket. When approached, Gordon Hay fled, prompting a pursuit into a nearby residence. Inside, officers issued repeated verbal commands for him to drop the weapon.
2213 emergency, shots fired by police squad. Send EMS. You okay?
Units 5 in on Citywide, we're getting Citywide, we're getting shots fired.
Get up.
Shots fired by the police. 2213.
Not shot squad. Partners not shot. Offender stop.
A physical struggle ensued over Gordon Hay's firearm, during which both he and one of the officers discharged their weapons. Gordon Hay was struck and transported to the hospital, where he was later pronounced deceased.
I will shoot you. 10-1, shoot you. Officers need help.
Once in a while, you come across
Chicago, Illinois, on August 11th, 2023, at approximately 5:30 p.m., two on-duty Chicago police officers in a marked patrol vehicle observed a confrontation between two individuals near 1100 West 111th Street. Officers noticed 36-year-old Louis C. Gordon Hay with a firearm tucked in his back pocket. When approached, Gordon Hay fled, prompting a pursuit into a nearby residence. Inside, officers issued repeated verbal commands for him to drop the weapon.
So that wasn't even his house?
2213 emergency, shots fired by police squad. Send EMS. You okay?
Units 5 in on Citywide, we're getting Citywide, we're getting shots fired.
Get up.
Shots fired by the police. 2213.
Not shot squad. Partners not shot. Offender stop.
A physical struggle ensued over Gordon Hay's firearm, during which both he and one of the officers discharged their weapons. Gordon Hay was struck and transported to the hospital, where he was later pronounced deceased.
They never make it.
A firearm was recovered at the scene.
So wait, this guy ran into somebody else's house. This cop here jumps on his ass.
A physical struggle ensued over Gordon Hay's firearm, during which both he and one of the officers discharged their weapons. Gordon Hay was struck.
Okay, so somebody, I thought they said it
Houston,
went
22
up
we're
by
getting shot
accident.
shot fired by the police. 22.
Can you imagine that somebody runs up in your house and gets unalived on your floor? Unbelievable. So the dream I had last night, and this is an ex-girlfriend story, kind of, not really. I was in a house that had what you call, like one of these right here, like a zero lot line, I guess. But it wasn't a zero lot line. It was like there was a little sidewalk and a walkway between the residences. And I opened my door, and this kid just come walking in, standing there. And I'm like, and it was, I guess it was like one of these TikTok challenges where you walk into somebody's house and you just stare at them and don't say, and then the whole family comes in right behind him because I'm asking him, get out of my house, get the fuck out of my house. And now it's grandparents, it's parents, it's the kid, little kids. And I'm like, well, shit. And so the dream continued, and I'm like, at some point I realized, oh, well, they're in my house. I have the stand your ground. I could just, and then I woke up. But it was just so creepy because they were just, they had no reason to be there. And like, it just, and then they followed me to like work. I don't know. It was really bizarre thing. I don't know. Lucy could probably tell you what it means. Do you have that in your notes? Lucy, look that up. See what the date was on that.
Shot fired! Someone! Shot fired!
To the hills, Callie. Boop, boop, boop. Was that guy in a wheelchair?
Los Angeles, California, on January 2nd, 2023, at approximately 3:30 p.m., officers from the LAPD Rampart Patrol Division responded to a radio call reporting a violation of a restraining order at an apartment building on the 200 block of South Whitmer Street. Upon arrival, the victim confirmed the existence of a valid restraining order and stated that the suspect, 45-year-old
Okay, here you got now the decorators. This is probably October, and they're all ready for Christmas.
was inside an apartment unit. Additional units and a supervisor were requested, and officers developed a tactical plan before approaching the apartment to investigate and ensure the restraining order was enforced.
I know you. Okay, I need you to relax. Just talk to me, okay? Relax. Just talk to me, okay? Relax. Hey, let me get a taser up. Relax, sir. Hey, I need you to relax. Hey, don't grab anything. Hey, come here. Hey, relax.
Officers made contact with Smith at the apartment door and attempted to persuade him to exit peacefully into the hallway. Smith refused and grew increasingly agitated, prompting officers to use de-escalation tactics over an extended period. During the standoff, Smith moved to the kitchen and armed himself with a large knife. Officers deployed 2 tasers and pepper spray. Although he initially dropped the knife, Smith quickly retrieved it and raised it threateningly above his head.
Hey, well, I need to talk to you, okay? So, well, come outside with me.
I am. I said let me get my shoe.
Okay, hey Joe, I'm gonna try to hand it to you, okay? It's the light. Hey, relax.
I just gotta get my shoes.
At that moment, an officer-involved shooting occurred. 2 officers discharged their firearms, firing a total of 7 rounds. Smith was pronounced deceased at the scene. No officers, victims, or bystanders were injured. A 10-inch butcher-style knife was recovered and booked as evidence.
Is this a bird? What?
Get away! No, you don't have a knife! Drop it now! Drop it!
Right there on his kids' bikes. I mean, just let him get his shoes. What the fuck is the problem?
Third shot struck him.
Hey girl, come on in. I'm just grabbing my morning drink.
Nice. Coffee?
Nope.
Oh,
this is Dose, my liver health supplement.
I was just testing
in
to
the
see
arm
if anybody
as
would
he
notice.
several residents at the cafeteria entrance. The officer drew his taser and ordered
the
Escalera
chainsaw
to
guy.
drop the weapon. Instead, Escalera entered the cafeteria and started the chainsaw.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Good
Get
night.
back! Hey, drop!
Chainsaws are for
Hey,
lumberjacks.
drop
Joe.
it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
He's trying to start
The
it.
officer deployed his taser, briefly knocking Escalera down. He got back up, grabbed the chainsaw, and charged
He
at
thought
the
it was
officer,
Texas
who
Chainsaw
retreated.
Massacre,
Other
but he forgot to
officers
put
joined as
gas in it.
Escalera ran through the building.
Drop it!
I just want my wife, man. I just want to. I don't want to
Hey, you were tough for a second.
Hey! Hey! Hey, right here! He's right here! He's right here!
In the lobby,
this is a
Escalera raised the
retirement home, by the
chainsaw
way.
and charged. An officer fired 2 shots and missed. Escalera struck the officer with the chainsaw before dropping it.
Since the summer of '93, there hasn't been this much excitement in this retirement home.
A 3rd shot struck him in the arm as he fled into a hallway.
Drop it!
You're gonna get away!
Get him over! Get him over!
Give me my hurricane!
There, next to a resident in a wheelchair, Escalera turned toward officers and mimicked holding a gun. An officer fired a 4th shot, hitting him in the chest. Escalera collapsed and was handcuffed before receiving medical aid. He later died at Delnor Hospital. The coroner confirmed Escalera died from gunshot wounds and had methamphetamine intoxication. Toxicology showed methamphetamines, amphetamines, and olanzapine in his system.
At olanzapine, yeah, there's nothing as emboldening as a chainsaw. 'Cause you can block the bullets.
Escalera
She
from
was
West Central
trying
Indiana.
to go through. The poor lady, the guy just got shot, and she was like, I just gotta go around him. Okay, there's something not right with me.
Had a lengthy criminal history. Police found no link between him and the facility.
Deep in the heart of Texas. Good. No, I remember this one. Remember this one, Lucy?
Houston, Texas.
This
On
was
July
way
6th,
back
Houston
in the
police
day.
responded to a reported family disturbance
was
at
early
an apartment
purge
complex
shit right here. This is
located
one of
at
the
7525
clips
Park
that rocketed
Place
us right to the
Boulevard.
top.
When officers arrived, they spoke with a woman who alleged that the suspect had choked her.
Vasquez, yep.
Officers then attempted to make contact with the suspect, but he refused to cooperate. As they tried to detain him, the suspect resisted, leading to a violent struggle inside the apartment.
This was like the first viral body cam too. Like one of the first wild shit. It's so creepy.
No, estoy hablando ahorita, por favor, disculpe.
Juega el teléfono.
Hey,
Juega el teléfono.
hey, hombre, ¿qué pasa?
Hey, bro. Why are you picking on me? This guy does not go down easy.
During the altercation, another man, later identified as 18-year-old Francis Vasquez Benitez, interfered by pulling officers' hands away from the suspect. The situation
She needs her
escalated
meds.
further when the suspect attempted to disarm an officer by grabbing his duty weapon from its
Arts and
holster.
crafts
At that
will
moment,
be canceled today, folks. I think the soccer match, they're going to put off the World Cup till this guy gets bailed out.
the officer shouted that the suspect had control of the firearm and the weapon discharged.
Hey! Get on the fucking... Hey! He's getting my gun! Stop! Hey! He's grabbing my fucking gun! Oh, fuck!
Officer Garza then fired his service weapon, striking the suspect. The man was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, Vasquez Benitez was arrested and charged with assault of a peace officer in the 176th State District Court. Body camera footage of the incident was later released by HPD as part of their transparency policy.
They didn't show nearly all that Arizona.
You're gonna get.
Oh, we saw this.
He did sound intoxicated.
Casper, Wyoming, on the evening of June 6, 2024, around
to you pushing her out the door.
Me and her got in arguments. I told her to get out. She was already leaving anyway. It's for her birthday bash because we had the same birthday.
Step this way.
Oh, triple.
Okay, you're gonna get.
Monday CRM has the best AI features in the game,
Especially in sales.
hands down.
So for me, email.
365 shots fired. Shots fired.
Oh.
Get that gun away from me.
365, do you know where they're coming from?
It's me. I shot the suspect. No, apartment.
When officers attempted to arrest Spurlock for domestic assault, he suddenly turned toward the rifle. A taser deployed by officers failed to subdue him, prompting one officer to discharge his firearm 7 times. 6 rounds struck Spurlock as he reached for the weapon. Officers immediately rendered first aid, and Spurlock was transported to Banner, Wyoming Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased.
Watch, knife!
Back here for me.
Watch, knife! 911, send an additional. We got one at gunpoint. Fuck. Back. Knife! Get back. Drop the fucking knife!
Hyde Park, NY. On April 29th, 2022,
She's smiling through
police
the whole
responded to a domestic dispute where 34-year-old Jamie Feith armed herself
still
with a
laughing.
knife, threatening officers. After deploying a taser and firing multiple shots, officers subdued Faith, who was pronounced dead at the scene.
Yeah. Oh, these just keep coming.
Peoria, Illinois. On Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, around 5...
Oh. Woo! The hits just kept coming on that one. I don't even know. This is like pretty good stuff. I was hoping Meg P would be here. Oh, she's few and far between, if you know what I mean. Look at this guy. He got wailed on. I kept thinking, like, this looks like a good place to skate, though. I'm pretty sure that's probably fake. I just like
That was already filmed on camera, so if you guys do enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and let's get straight into today's video. I would be careful walking on the wet floor.
Ooh.
Never mind.
Oh, that hadn't hurt.
No relaxing at work. Setting up your new camera, and the first thing it captures is her
That's why I
foot.
say make sure you hit that GoFundMe for Al Qaeda or the Taliban over there. You know, the Al Qaeda is apparently still the most viable terrorist organization at this point. Biggest threat to the United States. Hard to believe. Where'd all that fucking money go? All that war. What the fuck were we fighting? Goat herders living in caves, man. What was this?
Off the chair.
Oh. No bueno. Is that the girl from the interview?
The tree almost landed on top of the other biker until he quickly escaped. There's one thing these guys forgot to check before heading off that day, and that was the weather, the main important thing. They was literally on the edge of their seats. Talk about total disaster.
Definitely all about money. The thing is, those billionaires get pissed off when there's no war because they're not selling boots, they're not selling uniforms, they're not selling tanks, they're not selling guns. And, you know, if anybody out there doubts that war is all about the money, consider this, that the Rockefellers, allegedly, Standard Oil, sold oil to both the Axis and the Allies throughout the entire World War. So at any point they could have ended it just by stopping oil sales to Hitler. I'm sure Russia wasn't giving them anything, they hated them, so good point.
Living in the middle of the forest has its benefits, because a bear can break in your car at any moment.
Oh yeah. What are you trying to close them in there for? Well, there goes the tea.
When you're so hungry and you can't wait to eat your dinner, there's only one thing she's eating is the table.
Honeybook makes it look like I'm a team of 10 when it's really just me in the background. I get to live my dream.
Oh yeah, don't, sir. It's my comfort animal. It's my comfort.
Give the ball a haircut and he might go. He only wanted a short back and sides. When you always go to the cheapest quote.
I knew that was coming down.
His new extension looks amazing. Just imagine having a nice meal on the top of the boat, then you're inches away from the bridge, so you had to quickly duck.
What? Let's go south. What is this? Guy's got some skills. What, do you put it on a skateboard? I'm getting out of here one way. There's some US Bank. I guess that's why people never come outside for DoorDash. There's another really good one. This one's fucking hilarious. So these guys are going to tell the wife of a cop who got shot in the head. And they're at the door. And then the Ring doorbell.
And as his partners are at the house to notify his wife, he answers via the Ring doorbell. And what happens next catches everyone off guard.
Hey, I'm watching you on Ring camera.
Are you serious right now, Tony?
Yeah, you guys look good. You're good looking.
What's up, big guy? How you doing? What's up, dude?
She's gonna freak out when she sees you. Just be prepared.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. How you feeling?
I feel like I got shot in the head.
Tony's back to his normal self.
An officer got shot in the
Running out early today, am I? sorry, but it's a good thing she ducked. Because if somebody's chasing her, she wasn't going nowhere. I'm just saying. She's okay. Here's the. All kinds of bad right there. You're trying to get me to play this one. Always saw this. This is crazy. I see how they fit, Luce. You'd think it was a chainsaw.
Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down now. Put the knife down.
I noticed that most of the cops we see are holding the gun for the kill shot. What did Steve Carell call it? The kill pose or whatever. Kill shot, kill shot.
310 Raleigh, hold the channel. Drop it! Drop it! Señor!
What on earth, gun?
Drop it!
You've been in an accident, sir. Been in an accident.
Really, shots fired, shots fired. Officers at 10-4, subject's down, he's still got the knife.
Get it, hold it! Watch it!
Ow. That's point blank range, pretty much. I don't even know what shooting people means anymore. These people get shot 7 times and then get up and lunge you with a knife. It's unbelievable. Let's see what's this here.
What if I told you?
Hey, is everybody good?
that the legendary Ark of the Covenant found its way to Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Stay tuned, because this story will blow your mind. For 3 years, a team worked tirelessly to create a replica of this sacred artifact, believed to hold immense power. When the Torah was placed inside, the chief architect cryptically stated it became weaponized. But what does that mean? Before its journey to Israel, this replica sat in Mar-a-Lago, the very heart of Trump's world. Why? Some say it symbolizes a prophecy about the Third Temple, while others believe it ties into the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. As tensions rise, the Ark's presence is said to inspire both hope and fear, a beacon for some and a weapon for others. Who truly holds the power in this ancient tale? Like and subscribe for more
Literally, that's probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That fits right into the pronoun Nazi narrative that, you know, just like in Indiana Jones, they got the Ark of the Covenant. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, you know, maybe if he does have the whole time travel thing going on. Yeah, things are not well.
Here, it took my dad about 13 seconds.
How's your first day experience?
They dropped my pacifier on the floor, then blew on it and gave it back. I swear I'm putting them in the worst nursing home.
What makes you mad, baby?
When grandma in my face saying goo goo gaga, but her breath smells like poo poo caca. Where's the doctor? I need to go back in. Mommy and Daddy are fighting because I was supposed to come out white.
The first one cracks me up.
I need to go back in. My parents are broke as shit.
Was that Sydney Sweeney? There she is. Tonight can you say sleep so Who remembers the Shrinky Dinks? I don't remember the Strange Change, but I really like this one part of it.
Control the compression chamber, which turns these creatures back into capsules. You bring strange creatures to life. You send them back. Because with these 16 mysterious time capsules and Mattel's strange change machine, you are the creator of a lost world.
Portable computer called the IBM 50. You're looking at a small portable computer called the IBM 5100. It's helping a lot of different people do their work more productively.
Managing real estate investments entails many difficult decisions. Do I pay it now or later? What about the landscaping? Can we afford it? It's really nice having a computer to help.
It weighs about 50 pounds. You can plug it in anywhere.
Bad weather, late deliveries, construction delays of all kinds. How is it going to affect our schedule? Now we can find that out fast.
The 5100 can help handle some very complex information.
Estimating a printing job is not so easy. Our estimators handle 50% more work since we got the 5100. We do it faster and a lot more accurately, and our customers really love it.
The IBM 5100. It's bringing the advantages of the computer to more and more people.
This is what. Skip over. I want to bite your finger.
My beaver loves.
Previous vert.
This is what the world's most advanced PC looks like.
Charlie Kirk's killer has now been caught. A 22-year-old man by the name of Tyler Robinson. And maybe I shouldn't use the word or the phrase that he got caught, because that's not exactly how things went down. The FBI and law enforcement...
Does anybody know what show that this green guy right here is from? Can you see him? Anybody know?
They're taking credit for figuring out who the suspect was, but they didn't. It turns out that the suspect's father had to turn him in, and that was hours after people on the internet already figured out who the guy was. So we had all of these law enforcement agencies, and this is not a knock on them. I just believe in giving credit where credit is due. We had all of these law enforcement agencies. We had the director of the FBI out there. You had Dan Bongino out there. And all they managed to do was collect some videos and bring in two people who were not the guy. If the father didn't turn in the suspect, I don't know if we would be having this conversation right now. And it's crazy because as the FBI and law enforcement was doing press conferences yesterday saying that they still had not identified the suspect, the internet was already sharing photos of Tyler Robinson all over the place. So once again, and we're starting to see this a lot these days, the internet kind of figured this out before high-ranking law enforcement officials, the FBI, and what have you. But I gotta say this. I am really frustrated right now because they got the guy. And yeah, I'm happy they got him. But they keep saying that he's like a lone gunman, that he acted alone.
They, Suzanne, they re-released the Evel Knievel. So we might have breezed by it yesterday. But yeah, his girlfriend, roommate, he, him, she, they, was very cooperative, apparently, with law enforcement. But also, that person knew this was coming. So, I think that I'm gonna say if people online even knew this was coming, from what you see here. Anyway,
like he's a lone wolf, he did this on his own. They keep saying things like that. And then, in the next breath, they say that Tyler was active in all of these different Discord groups.
So here you go. Which is not exactly the best advertisement for Discord. Jen and all the Heathers and all those girls always trying to get me to come on and join our Discord. Hell no. Hell no. Nothing against them. Just anytime you hear some crazy kid went crazy story, the first word you hear out of the fucker's mouth is Discord.
And that he even went so far as to drop a ping for the location of the gun that he used and left behind in the wooded area. He left a ping for a location for that so someone could help him and come find it and get rid of it before investigators find it. So they're saying he acted alone while literally telling us that they...
So they're saying that this guy is going to be just sweet meat in prison, obviously, right? But here's the thing. It's going to start with the biggest punishment, and that's why I started with the whole millennial, Generation Lost thing, is because this guy was on Discord and all this shit, posting that it was a bad day to be Charlie Kirk, and he knew he was going to do this. Probably had some gun training from his dad. Probably, knew he had access to that rifle at that time. Knew the little thing, the whole thing. And what a better place to do it than in a small town in Utah or whatever, and to get away and whatever. And he got away for 33 hours, right? Isn't that what you were saying, Susan? And so, the thing is, the punishment now, the whole time, he's tweeting, he's doing, come pick up the rifle, drops a pin, he's bragging on Discord, doing all this stuff, and now, he's never going to see the light of day of internet again. I mean, that right there, for these kids, is just, I don't know that he thought that through. He's going to have to live the rest of his life, of his pathetic life, without any internet, and able to chat and do all the things that they're so addicted to, posting every picture, as well as getting ass raped by every inmate on the reg, And so, this guy has a world of hurt coming in way. And you want to talk about demons, some of the rhetoric is literally what you would hear straight out of the devil's mouth.
Have evidence that he did it. He was even in contact with his roommate after killing Charlie, looking for help. The roommate did not go and tell law enforcement. Law enforcement had to come talk to the roommate and figure that out.
And something you may like Grady Judd, and I get it, that's fun. What you don't understand about Lakeland, Florida, Polk County, is that is the capital, the headquarters, the founding area for Publix, which is a very wealthy, I forgot the name of the family that owns it. Saunders or something like that. And they are, there's some wealthy communities in Lakeland, but for the most part, it is very rural and very poor. Okay, and so the way I've always looked at Grady Judd, he's just kind of a security guard for the Publix family, Landers or some shit.
I'm really growing frustrated, not just by the fact that they didn't find the guy. No, the dad had to turn him in after the internet found him. But I'm also frustrated by the fact that they're going along with he acted alone, while literally simultaneously providing information that proves that he did not act alone. That proves that this is part of a bigger conspiracy. And when I say a bigger conspiracy, I don't mean like, oh my God, there's all of these foreign organizations and governments in on this. This is professional. What I mean is there were discussions and talks about what was going to happen to Charlie with other people. I believe other people were in on it, not necessarily like directly, hey, we're here with you at the location, but I believe other people had knowledge. You're not just going to go drop a ping of a location for your gun on Discord, like, hey guys, come pick this up out of the woods, without people knowing what you're talking about. So I'm not necessarily saying that there's like, I don't know how to put it. I'm not necessarily saying that there's these big, powerful organizations and groups behind Charlie's death, but I do believe there are groups of fringe, crazy, psychotic weirdos that are in communication on social media using
that is so fucking sick.
Things like
and
this.
I think it's in here, some of the people that, like this guy, literally stood up and cheered as soon as it happened. And I mean, as soon as it happened, looks back.
Crowd. So all of this, oh, he worked alone, I don't want to hear that anymore. Especially when the same people who are telling us he worked alone are also providing the evidence that he didn't. But I want you guys to see for yourself. I have a small portion of this press conference. Even if you've seen it already, it's important to really listen to what they're saying here. and you can come to your own conclusion about what you believe. But after this clip, you know I'll be right back with more thoughts of my own.
Hey, Alicia Little here, and I'm excited to announce that the 3rd annual AI and Marketing Summit is.
Remember, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate. These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact name Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel. The messages also refer to engraving bullets and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Messages from the contact Tyler also mentioned that he had changed outfits.
You know, and it's so hard to tell these days because so many people be talking shit that are just these keyboard, telephone tough guys. When somebody's going to actually act on their words. But I think the signs were all there to everyone around this cat. And so already, I think it's like close to 1,000 people have lost their jobs due to their TikTok reactions and their spoofs and stuff like that. It's here's the thing. The guns have been drawn. The battle lines, we are in a war already. We just don't know it. A lot of people just don't get it. Okay? The battle's already started. And you could say they fired the first shot. You could say whatever. But there is no redemption. There's no... When they can't win, they kill. They've shown that there is no bottom. And I'm not affiliated with anybody. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of Charlie Kirk. To me, it was a little showboaty kind of thing that he did. Not that I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he said or whatever, that didn't even make sense. But I don't know. It's just something... I never found it interesting. At the same time, he did clown some people. Because nobody could really debate him. He was a master debater, and these college kids have just been programmed to... here's what I don't get. You've got these transgender folks and gay folks that are like willing to lay their lives down for Gaza, for the Palestine. And it blows my mind, because if they were over there and they were themselves, if they didn't hide the fact that they were gay, they would be put to death. They would be stoned to death. I understand you have beliefs or whatever, but you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let's see what else is Anyway, that's enough about politics. It is what it is. This I watched part of this, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just
Man, my uvula got stuck between
between that hamster's toes.
It's just, it's kind of true, obviously. Here's the thing about Hollywood, is you have child star after child star. Not, you know, I can't think of one, Malcolm Jamal Warner maybe, who, you know, just passed away, and a couple others that made it out clean, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the Nickelodeon kids clearly had all kinds of issues and whatever. And, you know, Ariana Grande here may have thought this was funny, you know, at that age, you know, and all that. But The Machine, if you look at movies that are out right freaking now, almost every single one of them has kids in it, you know, like as kids as the stars. So it's like we never learn. How does it perpetuate so right in our face? You know what I mean? It's weird.
See? That could never happen because your uvula is that swingy thing in the back of your throat right here. So there's no way you could get it stuck between a hamster's toes. Sentence number 3. I'm soaking wet! Quick, somebody bring me the ocean! No one would ever say that. Why? Because if you were soaking wet and you were upset about it, the last thing you'd want is for somebody to bring you the ocean. Because the ocean is even more wet than even the wettest person in the world. Have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth? Check this out. Sometimes I wonder if you can get juice from a potato.
I'm pretty sure that they had to write pretty much the dumbest shit they could, because she is about adult, you know. I think she truly believes now that she's a witch, and she is whatever. She's casting spells that are working to keep her fame alive, I guess, but there's just not anything happening up here. And you know, she kind of anyway.
Is it possible for a teenage girl to drink water upside down? I'm thirsty.
Wow.
It's not possible. This has been me in a video. Come on, give up the juice. Can you imagine what life would be like with hippopotamus teeth?
For real. I don't know. That first one, though, is just nuts.
Have you ever said something?
Like, what the fuck? I never watched any of these. I guess I would just call it Nickelodeon shit. But, now you see it. That's like it. And, you know, same with SpongeBob and shit like that. Yeah, and oh yeah, it didn't start even with Opie. You had the Little Rascals. You know, they probably just slapped them around and put them into place back then. And you know, that's over 100 years of this going on. We got post-work, right? Let's check that.
Before I was born. And when I finally saw a picture of my mom and dad's like wedding day, and my mom was wearing a pink baby doll dress, mini style, because she was about 6 months pregnant with me. And my dad, and the coolest thing is because of my my grandmother's influence in the Ukrainian community. They were able to marry in the Ukrainian church, even though my mom was clearly not like abiding by the law or of Christianity or whatever, like no sex before marriage. But they were able to get married in the church because my grandma knew a lot of people or whatever. It's amazing. And guess what? My parents are still married to this day. And, you know, they've been married for all these years and they knew each other before, you know, they went to a junior high prom together, senior prom together. They knew each other when they were like 8 or 9 years old. And they used to, you know, get into fights and stuff. They've known each other forever, right? And so, I don't even know how I got on that story, guys. But yeah. So yeah, she was. Oh, that's my point. I could have been aborted, right? I could have been aborted. I wasn't. You know. And there are a lot of people who lose babies or want babies, would like to adopt babies. And it's not such a simple fix, though. The thing is,
I'm definitely of the ilk that the whole Planned Parenthood was just definitely a way to wipe out an entire generation. Man, that's a lot of babies. A lot of babies. That was one of the sickest comments that I've heard. I'll just leave it at that. The one of the, I don't know, I guess she outspeakers about Charlie Kirk. She says, "Oh, Charlie Kirk, you can take care of my 2 aborted babies." I was like, that is the most demonic thing that I've ever heard anybody say. Like, what the fuck? Oh, we had Master Nature a minute ago. Alright, guys, I just want to do a quick short one. Let it, lovely. Unless you want to hang out and watch me do Photoshop, I'm going to do that in a minute. I'm going to grab... I had some food news. There you go. Somewhere. Wait. I finally found... Well, I got this. Me and Rockford were talking about the Mio ones. And I don't like the cherry limeade ones. So I get the blue water. You might call it Windex. Windshield wiper. Like, hold on. Let's see. Where? Oh man, it's probably at the bottom of it. Crap, let's see. Oh, I think it's up there. Anyway, I finally found a peanut butter Snickers, which probably I shouldn't be eating, right? I get it. But I did find one and I bought one. Let's see what else happened around town here. Only 20 minutes over here. Wait, did he? Is this real? It's cute. Oh shit, dude.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey,
Please tell me this is
Just 10 minutes.
Get out! 10 minutes?
Just 10 minutes.
Come on, don't play with me.
I love it. Now Lucy forever is gonna be like, Kane thought the cat driving the Formula One car was real. I know Pitbull at bottom is looking at the screen right now. Yeah, this is real. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, at least with the virtual reality one where he's in a box going down the... Lucy has as much dirt on me built up over the years than I guess
what if your eyes could regenerate themselves?
Since the late 2000s,
as she
the
does
8S2
about the
eye
Idaho
vitamin
4
has
case.
been.
I think it's also a mission.
Charlie Kirk got shot and he's dead. Finally, somebody with a gun, which is almost everybody in the fucking states, grew a pair and fucking went and shot somebody on the right side. Thank you. Can we keep this up, please?
How can you see that and not believe that Satan is real? And look, folks, I've had my doubts. I'll be the first to
Never believe the reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with
I would say pour one out for Kirky Boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
I haven't posted on TikTok in a long time, but I'm gonna now because rest in peace, Bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a fucking dog in Utah, and I could not be happier. Praise fucking be.
I do not, and I will not, ever feel bad when bad people get what the fuck they deserve.
Charlie Kirk got shot? That's awful. That's so sad. Hope he recovers well.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk? Dang it. Ah, shucks. Thoughts and prayers.
Charlie Kirk is dead. Thoughts and prayers. I mean, yeah, thoughts and prayers. Another one bites the dust.
I know we're all still like reeling from the news, but
This guy has on the full uniform. I mean, he was such a brown noser that it never changed back.
mispronouncing his name. It's not Charlie Kirk, it's Charlie...
I mean, what in the hell is up with these fuckers? Half of them look like circus freaks. The other half look like wicked witches. 95% of them have septum piercings. And the ones that don't, this level of wickedness. Until seeing the reactions to what happened to Charlie. After seeing this, it's become more apparent now than ever that we are in a battle of good versus evil. And like I said earlier, folks, I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here being...
Can you believe that shit? There has to be something, because it doesn't make sense to me that people could be this cold-blooded.
3% of its actual
You know, there was a
size.
time... I don't know. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. They still have the Emmys? Wow. Somebody did do one of these, like they drew that inside of a cross in the clouds, like a Skywriter guy, like this. I thought that was pretty cool. Tribute. They had at the Kennedy Center tonight, they had an honors for, you know, the Kennedy Center's in Washington there. Oh, it looks like this storm might be headed just where we want it. I'm sorry, Chelsea Whitaker. This is revamp surf chants there. It was so nice here, and you know, you can see the AC behind me, right? And I've got that little bucket underneath because as soon as it starts getting really humid, you run that AC for an hour and it drips into the house. There's nothing I can do about it. I gotta take it out, put it back in, clean it, and all. I've cleaned it a million times. I can't get the shit out of it. And so, anyway, now the air was so dry, I was like, wait, something's wrong. It must be missing a line. Because it's not filling up. I mean, it literally will. When I go to bed, I wake up every couple hours and I have to go to the bathroom, whatever, and drain it. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Well, oh, look at Gray Hughes investigates all over it. Had one. Let's watch the rest.
5:15 p.m. Peoria police officers responded to reports of a suspicious person near
We saw this one yesterday.
incident underscores just how swiftly danger can emerge
We didn't see that.
and fleeing law enforcement.
Oh God! What the fuck happened there, dude?
Oh no,
I told y'all my.
On February 27, 2017, in Ohio, what began as a routine
I'm trying to buy time because I think Jen's gonna come up with me here in a minute.
identification of a theft suspect quickly escalated into a dangerous confrontation. Officers from the Brooklyn Patrol Unit spotted a vehicle belonging to 34-year-old Thomas LaForce, wanted in connection with a Sam's Club theft days earlier.
Step out of the car.
LaForce, already known to police for a string of offenses, including armed robbery, car theft, and drug possession, sat unresponsive behind the wheel, signaling trouble before a single word was exchanged.
Oh Lord, he's going for a ride.
When officers ordered him to step out, LaForce suddenly slammed on the gas, dragging an officer briefly and igniting a high-speed chase through the streets of Brook Park. With sirens wailing and the suspect recklessly weaving through traffic, the pursuit ended only when LaForce lost control and violently flipped the vehicle in a rollover crash. 2 officers sustained minor injuries and were treated at Metro Health. LaForce now faces several charges, including assaulting an officer and fleeing law enforcement.
Damn, that thing rolled like 4 or 5 times. How many times that thing?
Get out of the car! Here, I got it. Hold on. Hold on. Stop. I got it. Go turn that off. Turn that siren off. And make sure they're okay in that truck. Keep your hands out, dude. Keep your hands out. What? Get it over there. Punch up, Brad.
What a weird situation.
That's right.
The officers have since returned to duty, a reflection of their grit and commitment. The incident underscores just how swiftly danger can emerge, and the unwavering courage it takes to meet it.
I thought there was more to it than that.
What began as a routine traffic stop near 7th Street and Broadway Avenue in Alexandria on November 6, 2022, escalated within seconds. When a deputy attempted to detain the driver, the man resisted, leading to a physical struggle.
Virginia is for lovers, after all.
Out with a Silverado. Face back here. Face your truck for me. Face your truck. Huh? What's this? Because you agitated, you turn around, you ain't following nothing. Look, down and put your hands behind your back. What's wrong with you, bro? Put your hands behind your back. For what? Put your hands behind your back. For what, bro? Put your hands behind your back. For what? Get up! Turn around and put your hands behind your back. What's wrong with you? Put your hands behind your back. For what? Put your hands behind your back.
The driver grabbed for the officer's taser, wrestling him to the ground. As the fight intensified, the officer called 1018 over the radio. When the suspect managed to gain control of the taser, the officer opened fire in self-defense.
Despite rushing him to a nearby hospital, he died. Wow, that's as up close and personal as a tornado right there.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
There she is.
The driver, later identified as 45-year-old Derek J. Kittling, was taken to a local hospital, but did not survive. The incident raises tough questions.
I didn't hear a single
Could this have been
gunshot,
avoided had the driver complied? Should officers always state the reason for detention? Perhaps most unsettling was the silence of bystanders who filmed from a distance, doing nothing as the struggle unfolded. It leaves us wondering, in that moment, what would you have done?
While you're napping?
Don't get a HELOC or refinance if you want to tap into your
You
home.
can eat a whole delicious
You can get
lunch.
up to $500,000 without monthly payments.
You can bask in tiny waterfalls. South Carolina. Oh, and he's still going, begging for more.
Greensboro police responded to multiple 911 calls about a man armed with a machete and knife wandering the area. When officers
Thought he
found
was gonna go
Ruiz,
on a
he
rampage.
refused to drop his weapons and fled, increasing danger to the public and officers.
Well, welcome in, Meg P. It's very nice to see you, my lovely. Oh, I thought that typically unique was in here for a second. And yeah, if we could just get Angel D, we'll have a full quorum. And then we get Jen up here. Hopefully she's testing her equipment. Good thing I checked that.
Nani? Hey, Green! What? We all drive back Nation. No, never mind. Make taser.
There's the guy that did the BK thing. Got a knife,
Used to
a
drop his
combat
weapons
kniff
and
in one
fled,
hand,
increasing
and a
danger to
machete
the public
in the other.
and
Isn't that how we
officers.
kind of visualize it now? Don't run with somebody. Let's read my book.
Nani? Hey, Green! What? We all drive back Nation. What?
Hey,
No,
hear
never
that
mind. Make
again.
taser. We got these. Taser him. I got these. Taser him. Get a good one.
I know I want to snack now, too. I'm trying not to snack. I want
A
that
tense,
Snickers
nearly
looking.
mile-long chase followed, with police issuing
Snickers
commands
go
in
give us
English
all
and
enough.
Spanish, deploying pepper spray, a taser,
Nice.
and foam bullets to stop Ruiz. Despite
It's like
this,
Shogun
he
or
fled
some
into a
shit.
densely populated residential neighborhood, risking many lives.
What are you going to do with that? They have guns.
There you go. Hey. Hey, 205, tell me when. gonna shoot you.
I'm not sure how this one's gonna end. It says so many twists and turns.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Man. It's like that lot lizard.
At Randleman
girl that we
Road,
watched.
officers surrounded Ruiz as he raised the machete threateningly, still holding the knife. Facing immediate danger, officers fired, striking him multiple times.
Got you. Push the knife. Come on, let's go. Nice. I got a knife. Got him down. I got you right
I don't understand.
Ruiz was handcuffed.
They're just
given
worried about getting him handcuffed. I thought they were panicking trying to get him rescued after they put 20 shots into his ass. Holy crap. I guess I should probably do something out of it for him. You notice I did take it out of the title. Some days I can, some days I can't. Tomorrow I will. I'm gonna watch the girls handle shit. Let's see what Jen is. Okay, tomorrow night on Jen. I guess. Whoa. Holy shnikes. Let's find something to play us out with. So just got Too Fast and Meg, and I thought Jen would come up here and save the day. It's okay. She's like, I can't give my full attention right now. Does it not? I knew I was a couple clips short of full deck today. Darn it! We got all these nice folks in here. You know what we do? Here's what we do on the Purge, not Purge shit. Do it to me one more time. Girl like everybody say a prayer for JJ to feel better. He's having some kind of stomach flu or something. I hope he feels better. I don't see anything that's jumping out. They shut it down on Sundays. It's so weird. Like, I just end up watching movies on Sundays because it's honestly, bro, it's like they've run out of content. This just looks so funny though. But yeah, on that
if you can
point,
find any song in the
don't
world
forget,
in seconds,
tomorrow, all-female takeover of The Purge. Miss Potts, Jen, and Krista. I was thinking about inviting Bubble Waters, but I don't know. She always is sensitive. I'll send her. It wouldn't be a takeover without Bubble Waters.
He is the chosen one. You must see it. Clouded this boy's future is.
Hey! Close it! Why don't you learn how to drive, pal?
Chancellor has requested that I lead the campaign.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
I agree.
Aye. Kill him.
Don't kill me. Please. I'll never tell anyone, I swear. He's the one.
There goes the chat replay for the song, darn it. Sorry, Jim couldn't join us. Alright, that'll wrap it up. I'm going to Irish goodbye you. And, yeah, don't forget, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Hope you're here. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to get to work on all the stuff I have to do to get ready for tomorrow. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And it's Friday night tomorrow. Durka Durka. Muhammad.